one.
This is Nando for the Pound for Pound Boxing Show, proudly sponsored by Bravose and Warrenboxingmagement. I'm here with Denzel Bentley. Denzel, we're at the Wasserman press conference. We're in an environment you're not used to. You're not usually the away fighter press conference without Frank here. Did it faze you at all?
Same kind of outlet, sit on the thing, say what you need to say, answer the questions. I don't feel comfortable now, and I'm alright. I'm comfortable wherever I go.
How did it feel being up there with finally getting your chance to see Linus up close?
I've seen him many times. It does make a difference. Because past that shows, like over years and stuff, like we spoke and stuff, like I didn't need to see him to get a gauge of what he's like. I've seen him many times and he's seen me many times.
We've obviously, since you lost the British title, you said already on the press conference, the moment you lost it, you knew you wanted it back. When we saw Linus win the mandatory fight, how confident were you that, you know, they were talking about Linus versus Felix? How confident were you that soon you will get your shot as well?
I didn't think so. I thought they were going to put Danny Dignan in, which they did, but then he obviously declined to fight for world honours, which anyone would do. So I didn't expect it until it came, and I was like, alright, cool, this is where we are, this is where we're going. So I was obviously happy about it, and obviously, like he said, he knew I was never turning him down. But here's his name.
You ever gone to any of these fights? Have you ever seen him up live?
Yeah, I've seen him fight once. I think I was at a Goodman show once to watch someone else. I can't remember who, and he was on the card. So I've seen him before, but that was early in my career. I might have been about 1-0, 2-0, and he was, you know, doing his thing a little bit. Probably just before he's about to fight Tyler Denny for the Southern area. But like I said, I come from a small circuit, so we all know each other. No one's new to anyone. We just happened to get this fight at a bigger stage.
What do you know about him? His style? What do you think of his style?
He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I can't go into detail about his style. That's what he's coached to do. I've never trained beside him or anything. But he's a good fighter. What I've seen in his performances, he's a good fighter.
What does it mean for the winner? Obviously becoming British champion, what does it mean for you personally? You win this British title, what's next for you? What would you, what for your career?
I couldn't tell you, honestly, though. I've got to make sure I perform at the best of my ability for this fight and win it first. And then after that, we can answer them questions and talk about what's next and what's this. Because at the end of the day, a win is the only thing that matters. I can talk about all these plans and have all these things in my mind. If what I'm doing on May the 13th doesn't go to plan, it's all cancelled. So I won't be doing that and talking about what's next and all of that stuff. There's a job at hand and I've got to get that job done first.
Let's say you do get the job done. Have you always had the mindset of doing it the traditional way? British title, Commonwealth, European. Do you want to go through that?
It depends on what's available. Depends on what's available. Like, if I fight a game, I'm not going to sit around and wait for anybody. But if it's available, then yes, I'll go for it. Like you saw with the cash fight, I went for the Commonwealth because he had it. Came up short. Alright, it is what it is. I'll go again, I'll try again. But at the end of the day, it just depends on what's available. If things are tied up and I can't get that fight, I'm not going to sit around and wait. What do you mean?
I know you said it doesn't matter whether it was on BT, whether it was on Channel 5. Is it deep down, do you feel a little bit gutted that we got Fury? But Fury White, Wembley. Is it a little bit, you know, they haven't announced no undercard yet. Is it a little bit kicking the teeth for you?
That's a bigger card, but at the same time, we got our own card now. Like 9 times out of 10, the biggest fights you've watched. Do you remember the undercard?
Of which one?
Any fight, any of the biggest fights you've watched. Do you remember the undercard?
Dependent. Yeah, I have to think about it.
Yeah. We got our own card, so when it's like you're looking at fights, this is that fight. It's not, you know, a supported fight or whatever, or undercard fight. This is our own fight, so I'd much rather prefer this.
Looking at his CV, would you say Denzel Bentley's his hardest fight? On paper,
100%. You could have fought Canelo. I'm still his hardest fight if he's fighting me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
We saw obviously it's 1-0 to Ghana at the moment. This is Ghana versus Nigeria as well. So have you thought about that in any way or?
Nah. I watched the game obviously because it's Ghana, but if I'm being honest, I'm not football crazy. So I don't. Someone else mentioned to me as well, and I was like, oh yeah, shit. I don't really care about that stuff.
I know that you're quite close with John Harding Jr., an old foe of Linus. Is it deep down a little bit personal there, or is it just business?
It's not personal. Well, like, he fought him, he beat him. Like, how personal could it be? It's not personal at all. Like, it's not personal at all. Like, it was a good fight between the two. John was doing very well in that fight as well. But and then he couldn't maintain the pace, and he ended up getting stopped. It's a fight. It's what it is. You go back to the drawing board and you're doing, but it's not personal. Whatever happens between them is between them. It's not actually with me.
He said in the press conference, and I don't know if you agree with him, you know, your styles will gel. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think we both got good styles. I think it will gel, and I think we'll make for a great fight.
Classic?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Brilliant. Do you have a message for the fans as well that's going to be travelling down?
Tune in. Hope you enjoy the fight. It's going to be a great fight. If you can't make it to the venue, tune in Channel 5. You ain't got to pay nothing.
Brilliant. One more question. Seeing as you're in the middleweight division, not to be biased in any way, because one's a frank fighter, Parker versus Andrade. How do you see this fight going?
That's a good fight. It depends how Andrade carries the weight. But bro, skill-wise, no one's beating Andrade. No one's beating Andrade skill-wise. If he comes in like he came in for Williams, he's not really training properly, made the weight wrong, and he's going to be that flat, then Parker can probably, catch him and take him out. But no one's beating Andrade, if I'm being honest with you. I think Andrade wins that. That's no disrespect to anybody. If Parker can win it, well done. But I think Andrade wins that.
Brilliant. Denzel Bentley, good luck, May 13th.